Eons ago, when gods walked freely on the material plane, two fearsome deities battled for days. Mountains crumbled, seas boiled, lots of villagers rolled ones, until suddenly...
Curse you, Grumsh! You've given me a grievous injury with your cursed spear.
Yeah, well, maybe don't try and make all my followers your undead minions. Fail... I'd like to pronounce your name anyway.
I am Aluzure, just like it's spelled. And you shall rue the day you stopped my plans to destroy my hated brother,
Sorry, failure. Gotta take this. Go for Grumsh.
Grumsh? Where are you? The veil is about to fall over the material plane. If we don't create the Staff of Seraphim now, it will be too late. Hurry!
Is he coming or not? I've got things to do. My worthless drow failures aren't going to transform into driders by themselves, you know.
Right. Sorry. This, dragon skeleton guy...
Aluzure!
Yeah. Fluffernutter. I'll be right over. See ya, failed guy, and leave my orcs alone!
You'll pay for this, Grumsh. Staff. Interesting. I wonder... Can't say my name, can they, Perhaps one day that will be all their undoing! Oh, that's a deep spear thrust. Oh!
Chafing Armor Podcast, episode 134. Out of Balance. Welcome back to the Chafing Armor Podcast. I'm your host and lovable dungeon master, Michael Corley, and with me tonight is Izzy. Izzy, tell us who you will be playing.
I'll be playing Marezi Mugra,
who sounds suspiciously like Grumsh.
There is a little crossover there. And also with us tonight, giving a cameo role as Lolth, this spider queen, is Riley. Riley, tell us who you will be playing.
Hi, I'm Riley, and I'm playing Athora Greyfield, a fighter tiefling.
Beautiful. And also with us is Garl Glittergold himself, Dare. Dare, tell us who you will be playing.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Dare, and I'm playing Tix Birchmanson, your favorite gnome paladin.
Absolutely. And also with us tonight, with that wonderful... almost Dr. Claw-esque grumbling, growling, or earth tone introduction was Lee. Lee, tell us who you will be playing.
I'll get you, Gadget. Anyway, hi everybody, my name G'day everybody, my name is Lee, and I'll be... You know what, I just forgot who I'm playing too. Oh, it's one of those days.
I started something, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Who am I playing again? Where's my character sheet? There it is. Right.
Distant Bistant.
Right, yeah. Screams at weddings. Okay. Sorry. G'day everybody, my name is Lee, and I'll be playing Distant Bells, the Kenku Rogue.
Wonderful. And last but certainly not least, with his command performance of the now revealed nameless one is James. James, tell us who you will be playing.
I will be... excuse me. I will be playing Penton Chalice, spell scale sorcerer, and not nearly as grumbly.
Not nearly quite so. When we last left the players, they had journeyed to the city of Kalimvor, known for its necropolis, with word that the second half of the Staff of Seraphim might be located within. They need to recover it, not only because that's their mission in life, but also because the evil Mind Flayer has created a monstrosity that if they don't bring it to him and place it on the oldest tomb that he is going to destroy the city of Kalimvor and possibly others as well. They've made their way into the tomb. They've defeated bone golems and weird skin monsters, only to step through and find that they are now just magically transported to the Temple of Animus, where there was a monk lizard folk. And these scales is where she would do training above Palm Grove. But they found they were not alone. They were facing off with versions of themselves. There is Marezi, Penton, Tix, Athora, and Osokai.
What?
And they are all staring at you.
Greetings in the name of Garl Glittergold.
Bells will cast a side eye. Bells will cast a side eye to Tig and go, "You serious?"
About how far away are they from us?
They are, so the, again, just so we have context, there are about a half dozen sets of these scales. You are many dozens of feet up in the air, and they are on a separate scales from y'all. So theirs is slightly lower down because they're on this, though as soon as you got on yours, y'all start to lower as well. So they are about 40 feet from y'all.
Okay.
Tix, you have called out to them and given greeting. Tix, would you make a diplomacy check for me?
I will make a diplomacy check in my brand new dice tower.
Let's hear it.
Give
And
them clackities.
that is a natural 20.
Aw, yeah.
So that is a total of 28.
The Tix looks at you. He looks at you, opens his mouth, and he says,
I love dragons!
and lightning begins to crackle at his fingertips. And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Bells will kind of look. Bells will kind of look at Tix and go, "Which one's the real one?"
Okay, so Athora, what did you roll?
13.
13 for Athora. Marezi,
18 plus 2, that's a 20.
20 for Marezi. Nice. Penton,
A total of 9.
a total of 9 for Penton. Just captivated by that lightning. And for Tix,
A straight 1.
a straight 1 for Tix. Well, seeing yourself say something like that and begin to cast lightning is a little distracting. And also for Distant Bells.
28.
28 for Distant Bells with our sneaky road boy. I have a couple of rules here to make.
You still have an initiative bonus, though, don't you, Tix?
No, I have no initiative bonus.
What
Which
the
is why
heck?
it's so bad when you have to do reflex saving.
What
Yes.
the heck?
He has a Dex modifier of 0.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. This does not bode well for the short man.
It's okay. You can hop on my back. I'll fly you around.
Distant Bells, you can act first. You have seen the other Tix. He is beginning to cast a spell and is definitely being aggressive. What exactly he's doing, you don't know.
Well, everybody except me is represented here. Wait, is Athora here too?
Athora is here. Yeah, even though you first met her in Palm Grove. You're the party. But it was like halfway through your adventure at Palm Grove. But she is here, yes.
Okay, all right. So the only one not represented is me. So my hands are clean. Well, he's casting a spell. So let's see if we can interrupt that, shall we? That doesn't. Actually, I can't. I can, but I'll take a penalty to hit. Wait, what is the range on the daggers? Do you remember?
I do not have it in front of me. It's probably not 40 feet, but you could close the distance.
Yeah, but if I move 10 feet, that's...
I think 30 feet is short range for.
I have.
Yeah, I think I definitely think 30 feet you would be good.
I have 30 feet written in my notes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll move into range and then throw.
Okay. I was looking up to see if I could find a definitive distance, but no, 30 feet is good.
Okay.
And you can easily close the distance, the 10 feet. As you move, I would like you to make a reflex saving throw.
Oh no! How terrible! I feel so put upon.
Yeah.
Let's see. Reflex save is 11 plus a 17, so 28.
All right, you fail.
Cool.
But as you move, you do need to jump to the second scale on your side.
Okay.
So
do you want to jump check too?
You are, of course. What's that?
Do you want to jump check too?
No. It just the reflex is all I need.
Okay.
I will let y'all do this a few different ways as we go forward in combat. I will let y'all make a jump check. I will also let you use your acrobatics if you have that.
Hell yeah.
And add it to your roll. But
There's also the straight up jump skill.
that's true. The jump skill. Yeah, I'm sorry. Jump is also a very reasonable option you have here. Everybody jump. So, at any rate, this was all successful, so please roll to those daggers.
Okay, and since it's a ranged attack, I get my dexterity bonus. Cool. Alright, so... Alright, well that's a nat 20, so... It's gonna hit, but I'll do the calculations anyway. 35.
35. That's your total
That's to hit. Yeah.
To hit, okay.
But it's a nat 20, so...
I'm going to cautiously say that you...
I'm going to use one of the poison charges as well.
Okay.
And the only problem with a dagger is it's a D4, and I hate that. Alright, well that's a 4 doubled to... Oh, wait, it's critical times... Yeah, 4 doubled to 8, so...
Yeah.
8 plus... Well, if he has any resistance to magic, it's got a +1 to it, so... But yeah, that's...
He does not appear to have any resistance.
Okay, so that's 8...
that affected us.
That's 8 damage for the first dagger throw. Does he need to roll poison for that?
Yes, he will need to save versus poison. He saves.
Alright, second...
So is that half damage or negate?
Well, you're the one that put the poison on the blades, so...
So I believe that negates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try again. That's a 19, which for my dagger counts as a critical, according to this.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
So, double it again with the poison. That's another 4, so that's 8 plus his poison resistance.
Shouldn't you be adding in your +1 for the dagger as well?
The dagger +1 only counts for magical resistances.
Oh, so it's not a +1 damage?
No, it's just a dagger +1.
Ah. Well, yeah, because a +1 dagger would be to hit and damage.
Okay, and he does fail the second one, so he is now poisoned. Do you have a poison damage counter on that? What the damage is?
It's you just said generic poison, so...
Okay, gotcha. I will roll for that. Wow. I actually rolled the wrong dice, but I'm going to keep it. That actually does... The poison courses through his small frame and racks him for 9 points of damage.
And as my free action, I'll call my blades back.
Okay. Y'all see a slight flick of his feathery hands, and the blades return to your sheaths. Or do you? Well, you can actually will whether or not they come back to your hand or to the sheath. I'm
gonna say he kind of futzes it a little bit, and one goes to the sheath and the other goes to his hand.
Whoops.
And he's a little.
He's still getting used to it.
Yeah, he's still getting used to it. He's a little perturbed by that. He's like, oh,
but it's a really good first salvo, and he is very upset looking with you.
Did I
you might say.
break his concentration if he was using it?
No, because we have never said that bad guys could break y'all's spell by attacking you, or
True.
they would have done so. So unless there's some special ability that you have that lets you disrupt someone's magic, no, it's not going to.
Let me just check my poisons. See, I can't use it at the moment. But next time I'll use my free action to coat my blade with a proper poison. But yeah, that's my turn.
So the next up, you see Osokai. And Distant Bells, you have never actually seen Osokai alive. You saw his body, and you saw his spiritual form in that final confrontation with Loth. But this is a live, huge, barreling, almost 7-foot tall, hulking man with this flowing beard, and he leaps forward. And as fairness to y'all, he needs to also do his roll. He does. This is very funny. He does succeed, but just barely. So he lands next to you, Distant Bells, but he kind of does a little whoa. And in this just hulking, deep voice, he says, he cries out to you and says, "May the gods rebuke you!" And he reaches out with one hand for your face. You just see hand with claws reaching for your beak. And he gets a 16.
Does not
that
hit. Does not hit.
And his second attack, he gets a 24.
Yeah,
Will that hit?
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Okay. He swipes at you with one hand. The second hand connects with the side of your face, and he casts Harm Person. And you feel necromantic energy flow through your body.
Lovely.
Wow. Wow, that was almost the least amount he could have rolled. He does 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. Oh my gosh! It was 1 point short of the least amount of damage he could do. So you are actually so fast you're able to pull back his hand, but everywhere those fingers touch, you feel decay. And you feel the side of your face starting to rot.
Yeah, it's just my beak. It'll grow back.
That's just your.
It'll grow back.
Yeah, exactly. that's how beaks. I'm pretty sure that's how beaks work.
Like fingernails.
Merezi. That's right. That's like fingernails. It's like keratin. Merezi, it is actually your turn.
All right. So, are we all on different scales? Am I right by Osokai?
You are by. Well, no, you are not by Osokai. You are with everyone else on the original scale. And then the scale connected to your scale has Distant Bells and Osokai.
Gotcha.
Evil Osokai.
All right, I'm going to make that reflex saving throw to go over.
Okay.
Before,
I can't remember, did I?
Before Merezi.
Oh.
Before Merezi starts fighting me instead of Osokai.
Oh.
Well, I did say you can use your jump skill.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I got a natural 1.
Ooh.
Also, my jump skill is worse than my reflex.
Okay.
But
now this is not the 100 thing that I do when you roll to attack. However, I do right now want you to roll a 100 percentage die and let me know.
All right.
Get.
That's a see. A 1. That's a I rolled 10 for the tens place and what's technically the 100, but a 0-0 for the ones place. So I guess 10. I rolled a 10.
Okay. So what happens is you lose one of your attacks. You basically slip as you're trying to, because this whole thing is wobbling. Everybody's standing on it. You lose one of your attacks, and you cannot move forward this round. So you do have your second attack, but you cannot engage in hand-to-hand combat this round.
Okay, well, Marezi keeps a bolo on her, or a bola, or whatever. Yeah. Yes, I currently have 4, according to my notes, so... let's see, is there anything specific about the... Oh, I have a composite short bow, what am I saying?
Yes, you do, where you can use your strength bonus.
Yes, so... And that's a natural 1.
Oh, wow. So this one, I do want you to once again roll your D100.
Oh, whoa. That's a... The 2 little zeros on the 100s thing, that's a 100, right?
Well, it's a 0.
It depends on what you roll on the digits.
Which one is the first one?
I was saying that my first roll was for the tens place.
Well,
yes, and you said that was the 0?
The 2 zeros.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 0.
What's on your other one?
Okay.
What's on the other one?
What do you mean? What's on the other one?
Other single die. What's on the other?
You have to roll both d10s. You have one that has single.
Oh
digits.
yeah, I've just been rolling. I've just been rolling the D100 twice. That's a better idea.
Yeah, you rolled.
Let's see. This one 7.
Okay, so
17.
That is.
No, it's a 7.
That's a 7.
A 7. So it's a 0 and a 7.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So.
I should just use a mechanical die roller or something.
Yeah. By the way, just so y'all know, fun fact: if she had rolled 100, that arrow would have broken the chain connecting y'all, and you would all have begun plummeting to your death.
Yay!
That's how bad that would have been.
Well,
but as she
don't do that.
As she rolled a 7, it's just simply that the everyone is moving, and it's just and one of the arrows flies by. And so unfortunately that injured turn. That was a crazy turn. Some crazy rolls. So now it is time for Evil Tix, and he says, "The dragons will live again!" And lightning flies from his hands. Now
uncool.
I am going to roll real quick here. Okay.
What a shocking turn of events.
Ba-dum-bum. So I made a homebrew rule earlier that Penton can make a roll to try to hit 3 instead of 2. He did not succeed in that roll, so he is only able to hit 2. So Athora and Tix, you are both struck by lightning. And I believe you are able to make a save versus that?
Yeah, dex save for half.
Yes, it is a reflex save for both of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dungeon Master.
25.
25, definitely.
9.
9, not as good. Okay, so that is...
I'm sure his casting DC is better than that.
So that's pretty easy math. So Athora, you take 10 points of damage, and Tix, you take 20. As the lightning rips through your body. He was trying to angle it with you as well, Penson, but he couldn't quite make the angle work the way y'all were standing. As the lightning as the lightning crackles through your bodies. And he is going to begin moving. He is going to jump. Real quick roll. He is fine. And he is now behind Osokai. Evil Osokai. And that will end his turn. And now it is Athora's turn.
Awesome. Okay. Who's closest to me? Am I across the bridge? I've lost.
You will need to jump in order to be in range of either Osokai or Tix. And you need to do either your jump skill or a reflex saving throw.
Cool. I'll do reflex. Ha! Natural 20.
Yeah.
Nice. So you effortlessly leap without even barely upsetting the balance. Are you trying to engage Osokai or Tix, who is just a little behind him? It would be a little more difficult to hit Tix.
Let's do Osokai.
Which is exactly why he's standing there. Okay. He's a very easy target to go for, whether or not you can hit him.
Okay. And I'm using the long sword, so.
Okay. Your new longsword.
Yep.
Ooh la la.
So the two heaviest, technically heaviest of the group are now on the same thing as the other heaviest of the previous group. Oh boy, this I think my next turn, Bells is gonna leave because that scale is going down.
When Athora lands on this one, it actually begins to descend more. Remember, the rest of the party is still on the other side.
Yeah. Plus, technically, I think I'm a little heavier right now than usual.
Yes, you are rather large.
Well, Osokai was 300 pounds.
Big boy.
I don't know how heavy Athora is, but I think Morezi's like 200 something. It's
I think
there's
so.
There's a lot of weight on that one thing.
235.
Yeah, with my 95 pounds for Bells. Yeah, he's getting off. This thing's sinking. I'm not staying on this sinking ship. It's not happening.
Not to mention Morezi and Athora's armor.
Oh god, yeah.
Both very heavy. But I'm sorry, Athora, what did you roll?
An 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Cool. 5 points of damage.
Okay. And so that is evil Osokai. That's 5 points total, including your damage bonus?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my second attack is also an 18 to hit.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That is a 3 points of damage.
You have gotten very unfortunate low rolls, but you still hit. That's the important thing. So, Athora, I need you to make a reflex saving throw.
Oh, jeez.
That's a 12.
That is a 12. Okay. So, as you stab and then stab again into this hulking form, something happens. The face of Osokai wriggles and writhes, and suddenly, like ropes of skin,
Oh, no.
his face unravels from the skull and flings out to wrap you. And you are now grappled
Oh, no.
by these tendrils. And by the way, to clarify, underneath is not a skull. Underneath is a corpse of a partially eaten tiefling.
What the
and
heck?
And it is staring at you with its lifeless eyes.
Ah.
Yes.
Boy.
So that's the end of your turn, Athora. You are now grappled, and now it's time for Evil Athora. Evil Athora
Evil Thor.
is going. Eva Thor? Yes. She is going to jump onto your platform, Athora. Time for a reflex saving throw. She succeeds. She pulls out a longsword, not your cool one, but like your old longsword. And she opens her mouth and she says, "Oh, look at me! I'm a tiefling! I'm so cool! I think I'm gonna kill all the bandits, and I'm just like, oh, look at me!" And she swings at you. And she has bonuses, but she rolled a 3, so that's going to miss.
Coming up next on Chafing High School.
That is the level of this intonation. The next one is actually her natural roll is 16, so it is actually a 24. Will that hit, Athora?
Yes.
So she fortunately rolls somewhat low, but with her damage bonus, she does 6 points of damage to you, Athora. Also, I'm going to roll a percentage die. Did Distant Bells, did Lee mention something about a whole bunch of people on one platform? So, y'all hear an ominous creak, but the chain holds steady. By the way, it's all the way down now. It's just gone like a toom. There's that little shake as it's gone down as far as it can. If anyone else wants to get on this platform, that might be bad.
Change your mind now, please. Thanks.
Yeah, because the other Athora is also wearing plate armor. Or I'm sorry, do you wear chain or plate, Athora?
Hold on. That requires me to check.
I always think of your cool drawing, and in that you're wearing partial plate.
I think it was plate. I'm
but
trying to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you wear plate because you're a super badass fighter, and so you're in plate. But now it has come to Evil Penton.
Oh boy!
Evil Penton swirls his robes. They are this dark, almost midnight blue robes, and he locks eyes with you, Penton, in your dragon form. And he goes, small man! And he leaps at you and just starts punching at you like crazy. But first, I do need to make a reflex saving throw, which he succeeds. And now, he is going to roll, does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay. But how about a 22?
Yes.
Okay, and as he is raging, does a 24 hit? Wow, how have I had so many 24s?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, fortunately... Oh, no, not as fortunately. I misread that. I thought that was a 1, but it was a 4. So with the damage bonus, he does a total of 8 points of damage to you as he is just pummeling you with his fists, and you see blood spattering out from his lips as he's just going, ah! Boom, 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 boom. Punch, 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 punch on you.
I just gotta stand there and chuckle.
You, Merezi, even from peripheral vision, recognize the signs of a berserker rage. And that will bring it to actual Penton.
Okay. Well, this is cute and whatnot. I'm gonna just try kicking Evil Penton off the plate.
Absolutely.
This is
this is
Penta.
A really awkward scale situation. Oh, yeah, that's definitely natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh my god, Penton, please say something cool, like in the name of balance or something.
He's not neutral. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to give Evil Penton a swift kick in the chest and try and knock him off the platform.
Okay.
How?
So I'm going to roll something. This is just a little homebrew that I'm doing here. He needs to roll a natural 20.
Okay.
He does not. So I would like you to roll your damage.
Oh yeah, I was about to do that.
But that is, it is less about the damage and more about feet.
How many feet you push him back?
Yep.
It's 5 points of damage.
Okay. So, and tell me, Penton, what do you say when you push kick other Penton off the scales?
You're not as pretty as me.
Wow, that's cutting. Ooh, ooh, he gets 10 points of psychic damage.
That's right. I would like you to do one thing for me.
Uh-huh.
Would you roll a spot check at disadvantage?
Oh, jeez.
I know it's your very best ability.
Well, I actually have a positive score in that one. Although, let's see, what's my familiar spot check? Oh, his is +2, so I'll go with that one.
Okay.
Spot check at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that would have been good, but that's only a 10.
A 10? Okay. As he flies off, you think to yourself, just like a passing thought, like, I never had robes like that. Yeah. And then he goes off the edge, and this is D&D combat, so technically he's still falling, but what y'all hear is a splat. By the way, all of you saw this at one point or another. Even though these scales were used for training combat, there was a spell so that when you got right to the bottom, it would impede your fall, and then you would fall just a little bit, so it would hurt you a little bit, so you wouldn't want it to happen, but you wouldn't die. Clearly that is not the case here, because y'all hear crunch, and then you don't hear anything else. And Evil Penton has left the party. So, speaking of evil ones, there is now Evil Marezi. Evil Marezi turns and looks at you, Marezi. And
I have a great jawline.
She does. And she calmly pulls out a longbow. Not a composite bow like yours, but a longbow. And she says, "An evil such as you should not exist." And gets a 12. Ugh.
Ha!
And, sorry. And then she gets a 14.
Oh.
So what I want to know is, do you dodge these arrows, or do you just let them bounce off your armor?
The first one, Marezi dodges, and the second one just kind of catches in one of the chains, and just Marezi grabs it, pulls it out, drops it over the edge.
And you hear her say, "Well, that was rather disappointing." And this will bring it to someone who rolled a 1, Tix!
Yay, Tix! Yay! And so the mighty paladin is
jumps down
to cast protection from evil, and that will give him +2 on his armor class. And then he's going to cast command on Evil Osokai and tell him to walk forward.
Okay, now I do want to double check something, because I think if it's something that can that is obviously going to kill you,
command won't work. Yeah,
it won't work.
That is true.
Because like it worked for the one to grab the skull
because he didn't know,
because it wasn't obvious that would kill them.
Right.
You can't command someone to walk off a cliff. That just won't work.
Right.
Precisely. But you would know that, so that's why I'm telling you.
Okay, so I'm going to cast command on him to lay down.
Okay.
Can you cast 2 spells?
I have 2 attacks.
Well, that's not the same as 2. 2 attacks is like a weapon attack.
I'm going to have to leave...
Spells are spells.
Yeah.
I
do not know.
In
I
my
think
experience,
that
that's never been the case that you can.
Yeah, I think there is a feat called multi-voice.
Okay.
That allows you to cast 2 spells per round, but I think as far as your full action, I think you can attack, but I don't think you can cast 2 spells in a round unless one can be done as a bonus action.
Okay. All right, then.
The double of 2 attacks is purely for your weapon attack.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, can I do a weapon attack after I cast?
I have allowed others to do it, so I'm going to allow you to do it. Yeah.
Okay. Then I am actually going to hold my action, and I'm going to taunt, and we'll use bluff to infuriate Osokai.
Okay.
And so I'm going to say, "Hey, bear boy, what you doing down there? You're attacking the wrong person."
I would like you to make your bluff with advantage.
Okay.
Because when you, y'all, like, if this was a movie, y'all would hear, like, the record scratch when you say bear boy.
Suddenly just got this image of Michael J. Fox. Don't call me chicken.
Exactly.
Okay, first roll is a 13 plus 7, so that's a 20. Second roll is a 6 plus 7, that's a 13. So first roll was a unnatural 20.
Okay. So he changes his attack, and he's coming at you.
Does he release Athora?
Yes, thank you for reminding me. His, whatever those are, like, back into his head, and now you see an angry expression on his face as he turns and begins to hulk towards you.
Does Athora get an attack of opportunity?
I'm going to make a roll. Yes, she does. He's mad enough that he doesn't care. However, it's not his turn, so technically he's not moving yet. As this is all happening, a swirling vortex of energy funnels between, kind of in the rough area between the two of you, and a specter, a ghost, a revenant, or whatever it is, forms, and y'all recognize it. It is the Praxidor bandit, Oliver Blackeyes, who became a hunger ghost.
Again?
Who you have killed twice. And he cackles and laughs and gestures at his minions, something like that. And he says, "Fight, fight, and die. You can't kill me. Nothing can kill me. No spell, no weapon, no god can kill me." And he is literally going to spend the entire round gloating. And that will bring it all the way back up to Distant Bells.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, everything is a little precarious now. By a lot. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 people on this. 3 of them very big. I'm out of my depth. I'm very, very out of my depth. So Bells is going to climb up the chain and hightail it out of there.
Okay. Now, you are currently... Well, no, I take that back, because Osokai turned, so you are no longer... you do not receive an attack of opportunity, but if you're going to flee, then you certainly can.
Yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna climb up the chain, and I'm gonna get the hell out of Dodge, because there's 2 very much more competent fighters than me down there. Against the other one, who, rumor has it, is just as competent. I've not seen it, but you know, the party seemed pretty upset when he was gone. So I'm assuming things are pretty well handled down here. They don't need me. Plus, Big Boy's poisoned. So I'm going to leave. Yeah, I'm gonna climb my furry little butt out of this pit and get onto an unoccupied plate.
Okay. I need you to make a roll. You can either. This would definitely. Actually, this is really athletics.
This is my climb check.
Climb.
Yeah.
Yeah, climb.
Which is good because I got a 24.
Yes. Well, you're a break and entry rogue. This is the kind of thing you do well.
Yeah. So I'll pick a plate that's similar distance, but still far further away from the other people who are still up here.
Okay.
Specifically,
there are quite
I believe
a few that are
Penton,
unoccupied.
Penton, and well, everybody else is up here, really.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you make that climb roll?
Yes, that was a 24.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear. Yes, you scramble up and you are easily able to hop onto an unoccupied one, which of course slowly lowers, but not in a terrifying creaking way. Are you going to do anything else? That would be your move.
I will take this time to coat my blades. Ooh, this one's up to you. Can I coat my blades in purple worm poison?
Do you have purple worm poison? I know y'all had purple worm blood, but did you have purple worm poison?
It's on the list here. It must be harvested from a dead or incapacitated purple worm, which I believe we've done, but... Alright.
Well,
Osukai did, yeah, no, not me, never mind. Actually, what about... Oh, I still have these. Okay. I'm going to throw a single acid fog vial at the other group. Not the one down there, because my friends are down there, but the other group.
Where Morezi is.
Where the evil Tix and Penton are.
Yes, that's where the ones who are still like not near anyone else is Tix and Morezi.
Okay, well those two then.
The evil ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll throw an acid fog vial at them.
Roll to attack.
Alright. This is the ranged attack. Yes. Oh, okay, that's no, it's not a nat 20, that's a 19. I can read. Actually, you know what?
Total?
You know what? I'm going to roll that again because it was cocked and then it rolled over onto the 19, so I'm not happy having that one. Never mind. Came up 19 again. That's a 19 plus 5, so 24. And it acts as the spell Acid Fog, which I will look up now.
Yes.
Acid Fog creates a billowing mass of misty vapor similar to that produced by solid fog. In addition to slowing creatures down and obscuring sight, it spell's vapors are highly acidic. Each round on your turn, we're starting when you cast the spell, Fog deals 2d6 points of acid damage to each creature and object within it. So 2d6 points of damage to both Evil Morezi and Evil Penton.
Yes. Wow. It does 11 points of damage to both of them, so almost maximum damage.
Cool. And that's the fog spreads in 20-foot radius, 20 feet high, so it's a big cloud.
Yes, yes. Now, 20 feet is not enough to reach the other ones. Also, it's not going to affect...
This will also dissipate after this round. It's a single round action.
I do want to make one more roll here. This will be very interesting.
No saving throw and no spell resistance.
Yes. No, this was not about that. This was about the structural integrity of the chain that was also engulfed in the acid cloud. However, at the moment, it is still holding.
It should be weak, though, too, so that's cool.
It will definitely be weakened. So they both Evil Tix and Evil Morezi scream out. Tix screams out, "By the decayed god!" And Morezi goes, "Oh bollocks!" That was a very interesting move, and now we get to Evil Osukai. And I want you, Athora, if you so wish, to make an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Because he is moving towards
Natural
Tix.
20.
Oh, nice! This is just one hit with your weapon, but roll for that.
Okay.
Double your damage and double your bonuses.
Yes, double everything.
So that'll be 22 points of damage.
Nice.
22 points of damage. So you have done 30 points of damage to Evil Osokai as you stab him in the back, and that you see the skin in his face like writhe and wriggle, but it isn't facing you, so it can't hit from this attack of opportunity. And he continues forward to attack you, Tix. And you have a +2 versus evil, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the first one is a 17.
Nope.
Ooh, and the second one is much worse than that. He rolled a 5.
Not even close.
He fails both times as he reaches out, and you hear the whispering of the spell of harm person. You're very familiar with that.
Yes.
As he casts out to condemn you by the power of his god. But he does not succeed. And that will bring it to Miss Morezzi, who was having a slippity-doo last round.
Yes.
But so you still are on the original plate. All right. That's why you pulled out your compound bow. You absolutely can move to the other one. It is pretty full. It's one Birdman less, but it's still pretty full there, just FYI.
Morezzi, before deciding to do any kind of motion, is going to try a different kind of action with her first attack. Okay. Let's see. She draws her composite short bow, which has a range of, does it say in my notes? It doesn't. Cool.
Well, should be 100.
Any character,
90 to 120.
Yeah, any character in this combat is in range. They aren't.
How about the chain that's holding evil Morezzi and evil, was it Tix or Penton?
It is evil Morezzi and evil Tix.
All right, yeah.
That has been weakened by acid.
I'm gonna just do a straight attack or use my attack bonus, but just a simple base attack bonus. Attack roll. 26.
Wow. Roll for damage.
And for my damage, what is it?
Short bow should be a D6.
4. Do you think, does that destroy it, or 4 points of damage, or should I use my second attack?
You should definitely use your second attack.
Gotcha. Ooh, that's just a 9. Does that make the distance?
Yeah, that hits.
That's true. It's just that's just 2 points of damage, so it's 6 total.
So you all see this, and normally shooting an arrow at a chain, this is D&D, and impossible things happen all the time, but not wholly that impossible. And you just see the ping of the first one, and then that second one hits ping again, and it just, for a second, it seems like nothing happened. But that acid, man, and snap. Now, if this happened to y'all, I would let you attempt to avoid falling. And so I'm going to do the same with them. However, they are in a little thing known as an acid cloud, which obscures their vision. So they're going to make it a disadvantage. Wow. The first one was a natural 20, by the way. Wow. One of them rolled a 6, and the other one rolled a 5.
Ouch.
So you see both of these figures leaping out of the acid as their skin is burning and scalding from that thrown acid. But they reach for the other side of their scale, but it's too late because it's already falling. And they plummet down below, and not only do you hear the sound of their bodies impacting, but you hear the sound of the scale crashing to the ground right before them. And by the way, the other side of the scale flings upwards, and with an enormous bong, just slams into the top as it catches on the chain. And then it too lowers back down, and there's another bam as it smashes into the ground below. That was Very cool, Marezi.
I actually didn't even think about the other one falling too and whether or not my friends were on that, so I'm glad they weren't, because I wouldn't have considered it.
All of you are either on the original, like you, on the original scale y'all came in on, or on the opposite scale of the one you came in on, which is where most of the combat is happening right now. But that was really something.
Well played, Marezi. Well played.
Yeah, well done. And a nice follow-up from someone else's action. And that will bring it to you, Athora.
Awesome. So let's hit the thing again.
Who are you? Are you attacking Osokai?
Yeah.
Or who are you attacking? Okay.
Yeah. $22 to hit.
That will hit.
12 points of damage.
Okay. So you have now done 42 points of damage to evil Osokai. And your second attack?
That is a 9 to hit.
That will not hit. And I need you to make a reflex saving throw.
19.
19 saves. As this time you're ready for it as his face unfurls and lashes out of you in strips of skin that vaguely remind you of, I don't know, maybe a flapping skin from earlier. As it, but you just bat it away with your sword as it tries to get you. And that will actually bring it to evil Athora. And she goes, "Oh, look at you stabbing. You're so great. Everyone loves Athora. Ooh."
Oh, God.
I love D&D. She rolls a 3.
No,
The DM dice we know and love.
Yes, I've actually had some pretty decent rolls tonight, but not right now.
To be fair,
even with her bonuses.
To be fair, no gross skin thing can ever perturb Athora when she's wearing that god awful cape cloak thing.
The cloak of ugliness, the hideous cloak, and she misses her second one too. Do you say anything to her, Athora?
I laugh in her face.
And that face actually writhes and seethes back a little bit, and you see another partially consumed tiefling with dead eyes looking at you from underneath. And that will bring it to Penton.
Okay. Let's see about getting another player off of this field. I'm going to kind of shuffle and position himself so that he's kind of perpendicular to whatever line that Athora and who else is on our side right now? Everybody else, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Tix and Evil Tix and... Okay. And I'm going to take a deep breath, say to the flailing Osokai tiefling creature, "You're too ugly for this." And I'm going to let out a lightning breath. And see how... I'm not sure if I'll be able to hit anybody else with that as well. I'm really not 100% sure on the the visuals as far as who's where on the platform. So I'll leave that to you to decide.
This one is less about lining up because this is just a straight line, this lightning bolt attack. So this is more just pure luck. So tell me highs or lows.
Low.
No, I rolled a 3, so it was a 50-50 chance of a 1d4. So just you're able to hit 1.
Okay, that's fine. That's the main guy I wanted to hit anyway. All right, so let me roll some damage. It is 3d6. Okay. Oh, that's nice. 14 points of damage, and it's a save. For save for half. Dex reflex save for half.
You does not save.
All right.
So describe to me what it looks like when you kill evil Osokai with your lightning breath.
Okay. Well, first, the semi-rotted tiefling head just goes pop in kind of a gross, blacky, gooey, chunky, old melon. And the flailing skin flaps just kind of like get charred and shrivel and kind of like turn into like Osokai bacon. Mm-hmm. And then it just falls.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful.
Smells good.
By the way, do y'all like bear? Bear tastes good, right?
Bearkin?
By the way, Athora and Tix, your bluff was actually more advantageous. If he had continued with that, he was going to try to take her over the side with him with that grapple.
Yay!
So just FYI, I just wanted to say really good move on your part. And that will now that was Penton. That will bring it all the way down to the bottom of the list of Tix. The only one still up is actually Evil Athora.
Evil Athora and...
Oh, I'm sorry, and the Hunger.
The Hunger Ghost. And so I am going to turn my attention to our Hunger Ghost, and I am going to cast Turn Undead.
You're going to turn your attention, huh?
Uh-huh. It's all about the puns, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so...
no humor.
All right. And so I am going... So I turn 9 hit dice worth of monsters.
Okay. You describe to me, Tix, what it looks like when you turn the Hunger Ghost.
Tix draws himself up to his full height of 3'7" and holds the emblem of Garl Glittergold in one hand and Destiny Seeker in the other. And in his greatest paladin voice, he says, "I rebuke you, Hunger Ghost. Do not come again. Next time will be your permanent end." And the power of Garl Glittergold blasts him away.
And, like, if this was a zombie, they turn and run away. But this is a ghost? He just... It's like just spreading smoke in a sudden wind. He just... And he is gone. Like, he is just gone from this place. And with him gone, evil Athora turns to you, Athora, and goes, "Oh, look at you!" And then she collapses down, and the skin just unravels around her, leaving only a dead tiefling and a puddle of strands of skin.
Ew.
And combat is over.
That was disgusting.
I agree.
Slurry, anybody?
What would y'all like to do now?
Bear bacon? Anyone?
I'd like to do a spot check to see if I see anything weird about the fact that we're currently in the Temple of Animus.
Okay.
Or not Temple of Animus, you know.
Just outside of it, yes. Give me a spot check for anything weird.
Yeah, that's a 5+0. Rezi barely remembers that we've been there.
You're like, I think we've been here before, but I'm not sure. There was a summer vacation or something like that.
Bells is going to do a quick check of all the dead tiefling bodies.
Okay, well, some of them are very far down below.
Yeah, not those ones.
Okay. So...
They can stay down there, it's fine.
So there's like Osokai and Athora are still up top.
Yes, yeah, because most of them are actually down below.
So
but Osokai and Athora.
I'll check those two then.
There. Okay. So you find the equivalent of 16 platinum. It is actually it is very unsettling because there's all the clothes and everything that Osokai is wearing, and then there's the underneath, and there's a pouch underneath, and it is both gold and platinum, but it is equivalent of 16 platinum.
Okay.
But you do not see anything that strikes you as particularly unusual about the rest of them, other than the fact that there's a dead tiefling wrapped in an Osokai.
Okay.
Tiefling's wrapped around a halfling.
I guess after I've done that, if nobody else wants to do it, I'm going to push them to the bottom of this pit too.
Okay.
Keep it clean, you know.
Yeah. Splat and splat down below. You can see them, by the way. It's not like they've vanished out of it. It's about a between a 50 and a 60-foot drop, depending on where your scale is at that moment.
Still too far for any of us, except maybe Penton to get to.
So
now, this is, as far as you can tell, the Temple of Animus. I mean, there is, a path down there, but not right here.
I mean, is it worth?
So the temple is actually there. This isn't just like
everything is here as if you were at the Temple of Animus. As far as you can tell, you are. The door that you came through is literally holodeck style, just right there behind y'all, because y'all didn't close the door or anything.
Okay, so it's still there. Okay,
it is still there. Mm-hmm.
Well, if there is a way down into the pit, then yeah, I guess I will go down and check, because I got 16 platinum off 2 bodies. Heck yeah, I'm going down and check if there's more.
All right. I would like you to give me a... would this be spot or investigation? Spot. Spot is that. Investigation's more looking for crimes.
Well, spot is for things you don't know what you're looking for. Search is you know what you're looking for.
Oh, I'm sorry. Search. I knew there was something I was missing. Yeah, search. Thank you.
Okay. So I'll do a search check.
How does everybody else want to get down? I can.
Well, there's stairs down there. Michael just said there were stairs down there.
Right, but to get off the scales, is there a way to get down from the scales without having to jump?
We have a rope.
Glide down, or
we have a rope.
You do. You do have a rope.
3 feet, in fact.
Plus.
Right.
Not anymore.
So that's 20.
Well, it's 3 feet right now.
That's a 26 on the search check.
Okay. So you find... Wow. The equivalent of 152 platinum.
Jeez.
That is on these bodies. It is unusual. Some of the money is actually like inside the body, like it's like been embedded in the body, and in a very odd way. You don't know if this is magical or what, but it does require you to pull it out.
I might put
of the body.
I might put these particular pieces in a separate pouch altogether, but not with any other money. just in case, And I'll hand them up to I'll hand them to Penton, saying I want these back, but is there anything I should know about these? Magically, obviously.
I'll take a look, and he'll have, while he's doing that, glided down to the bottom.
Obviously,
platform.
Giving it to Penton, I know I'm going to get it back, but it's still he's a thief. It's just in his mind, I want that back.
I don't need it. And I'll look at it with my detect magic eyes, see if there's something going on with the coins.
As far as you can tell, there is a faint, whiff of necromancy on them, but they are not cursed or anything like that, as far as you can tell.
Okay, so almost like they were part of the creation process, and now the magic is kind of dissipating, sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the impression that you get. You do not think that they are evil booby traps,
right?
Unless it's hidden very, very well.
So they're not denarius. They're not denarius coins. Okay.
You did roll a 24. And I'm sorry, but go ahead with what you were saying, Penton.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I was just gonna tell him. These are fine, and just drop the bag on the ground next to him.
Okay.
He'll scoop it up hungrily and secret it away in his cloak.
You don't have to. I know I know what you have. You don't have to hide it. I'm not going to not tell everyone else. Just because I don't need it doesn't mean anyone else does.
And it is no small thing, Distant Bells. This is more money than you have ever had in your entire life.
This is 15,800 gold, I believe.
1,580 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Platinum is 10 gold.
Yeah, never mind.
Still a lot.
Still
but
a big
not
chunk.
The first one, but the second one. But with that roll, as you are searching through the bodies, your hand runs over the robe that evil Penton was wearing, and there's something unusual about that.
Bells will immediately take a step back and whistle for Penton and point.
Penton looks with his detect magic eyes.
It is very magical.
Oh, there's definitely something going on there.
Bells take several steps back.
A small part of me wishes I could use it, but is it what kind of magic is it?
It actually has several magic woven into it.
Oh my!
There is some kind of traveling magic in it. There is some kind of conjuration magic in it, and there is some kind of magic of protection.
Okay. While I'm at it, I'll glance around at everybody else and see if there's anything else glowing.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing else other than the dissipating necromancy.
Okay. Do you want me to take a moment and find out what this thing actually does?
Yes, please.
When did you get down here?
He's climbing down the rope.
I guess Tick's just sliding down as he says that. Yes, please.
Marizzi also descends.
All right. So I guess I will drop my dragonborn form.
In order to cast magic.
It's all right. I think the danger is past at this point. Doodly doot. And then cast Identify on the robe.
Okay. You spend a moment looking at it with your eyes that glow and almost take on an extra dragonish hue as you gaze upon this robe. You as you thought when it fell, like I never had a robe like that. That's way too nice.
Yeah.
It is like a dark blue that it almost looks black, and it is embroidered with small silver stars. This is a robe of stars.
Oh my!
Yeah,
that's not a small thing.
No, it is not. It on the least thing it does is gives you a +1 to all saving throws to anyone who wears it. Also, almost hilariously, you can use 6 of the embroidered stars as +5 shuriken.
5.
And it grants proficiency with those weapons.
Bells is kind of taking a couple of steps toward this thing now. Just slightly. He says,
Oh, but the big item.
Yes, and that's the final thing.
Oh my!
Anyone who wears this can physically travel to the astral plane, along with everything they are carrying.
Oh
man!
Bells kind of looks at Penton and looks at everyone else. Just like, how much is this worth?
I kneel down and look at it closer. This may be the first time I've ever regretted having a vow of poverty.
Well, by the way,
Bells calls dibs.
You can wear a robe over armor. There is no reason that you can't.
True.
Hey, there's no reason we can't share it. I won't stretch it out that much.
Bells pulls out the platinum. Swapsies.
Oh yes.
because
By the way, he found a lot of platinum, so we've got some money as well. Well, you have some money.
Or we could sell.
We'll be donating a portion of it.
We can sell the robe, and we can take care of a lot of the orphans in Massgate.
True. Yeah, it's worth upwards of 50,000 plus gold.
All right.
I'm a fan of orphans.
Yes, it is a very rare, wondrous item.
Bell's
So
kind of surreptitiously kind of plays with a certain deck hidden in his coat, and
no.
and nobody else knows he has it. But he's got
I
that.
always say "oh no" at a deck of many things. It was an "oh no" situation.
Yeah, generally.
I mean, Penton was there. I think Penton was there when he got it. So was
Oh
Morezi.
yeah, it was in the crossover episode.
Yeah, it was in the crossover episode.
Mm-hmm.
Got me a deck of many things. Haven't used it yet. It was also
I
You would have
actually keep
noticed.
forgetting. I keep forgetting that you have that.
yeah. It was also where I got the amulet that I'm wearing that gives me extra health.
By the way, while we are here, just as being a good dungeon master, and we're doing this, did you want to identify anything else, Penton?
Well, I can only really do one right now. So
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Thank you. I'll be.
I've only got
I'll give
one.
a
I've
further
only got
good
one
deal.
memorized right now, so I'm gonna have to do
Yeah.
that.
Well, that was probably the most revealing one.
Yeah.
So I was really curious whether or not y'all would find that. So you find that item. Y'all are actually pretty worn out.
Yeah.
For doing this. So you can try to make camp here. You can try to push on forward and see if you can make your way to the Temple of Animus. What would y'all like to do?
I'm fine. I'm peppy.
By the way, Morezi still looks undead.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
It hasn't been that long, I guess, right?
No.
Well, it might.
Let's go say hi to my lizard friend.
Well, we could rest for the night and figure out if someone in our group actually wants this robe or if we should sell it. And divide up the platinum and gold that was found amongst all the people here. That would go to getting good graces and everything.
Like Bells gives
Hey
a
guys.
toss.
So I mean, it wouldn't hurt the sell price of it if I like used it once, right? Like if I put it on, that wouldn't like make it bad to sell, right?
It just goes around your neck.
Use the stars for as long as you don't use the stars for anything, I think it should be fine.
Oh, does it like charges?
No, you just use them and they're gone.
Well, I actually there are two different descriptions of this.
Oh, okay.
And I am going with this one is that at dusk you roll 1d6 and that many reappear.
the ninja stars have nothing to do with the astral plane part, though, right?
No, it has three completely separate abilities.
They're astral
Gotcha.
ninja stars.
Who's the one that can throw?
I'm gonna borrow it for the night, but
Who's the one-
I'll bring it back.
Who's the one that can throw
while
the
we
best
make
here?
camp?
Anyone? Hello?
What's that?
It's definitely Morezi.
Who's the one that can throw the best?
I mean, yeah, she was like a woodsy hunter. She has like a bola and a throwing knife. She doesn't use it that much.
Technically, Distant Bells has a better throw skill, but
Oh,
you do
yeah.
have it. You have a very decent throw as well. So, if y'all want to try to make a case of who should have it,
No, I'm saying I want to borrow it. I've got somewhere I'd like to be tonight. While y'all make camp.
by the way, I have to apologize. With the search, I as the dungeon master missed one. When y'all are pulling the giant plate off the squashed Morezi, her arrows are magical.
Oh.
Well, that's an obvious one.
Yes, and they are arrows and not bolts. So yes, they are just 12. Well, actually, sorry, there would be 9 +1 arrows.
Neat. And I have a short bow, not a crossbow, I don't believe.
Right. So that's sized for your bow.
And mine. I have a short bow too, but Mrezi can have them.
Ah.
I don't want them.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I want to do something cool, but I don't... The astral plane is kind of different than the other... It isn't all the death planes, is it?
Well, it's not a death plane.
No, it's just
The astral plane is special.
Yeah, it's the interconnecting sea of stars that connects all the different planes together.
Oh.
It's the soup that all the other planes
man.
float in.
Right.
And y'all been there.
Oh, I was gonna do something cool. I must be thinking of. I think in the Adventure Zone, Griffin McElroy calls the Death Plane the Astral Plane, but it's not actually what it canonically is.
They use it a little differently there.
Yeah, the astral plane.
Oh, I was gonna do a thing where Mrezi says hi to Osokai because they're friends, but that's different.
Yes, it is not. It is technically, as far as you know, he has gone to the realm of the Traveler.
Yeah.
Which is the god that he follows.
Cut that out then. Whoops.
No, you're fine.
Aw, man.
Do we want
It's
to
kind of a
rest,
cool
or
character
do we want to try and push on to the temple? And
Are we?
see what's going on?
Are we also certain the door's going to stay there?
You have no idea.
I mean, do we need to have it stay there? I mean, if that just goes back to the bone room, and do we have a way back to where we actually want to be from here at this point?
We don't have
Are we
Audrey.
very far?
We don't have Audrey.
Didn't.
Not with
True.
you.
Well, I mean, we're still obviously we're in some sort of. I don't think this place is real. So I don't know where the next place. We could walk through the entrance to the Temple of Animus and be in a completely different place. So,
Well, it's better than being here with goopy flesh bags. So I think we walk through the door.
I think pressing forward is going to be the way to get out of here eventually.
I would agree with Penton.
Because otherwise we have to backtrack all the way through a gazillion places and the bone, or the staff bridge and everything else, and it just doesn't seem like the way to go.
The real question is, are you going to rest here, or are you going to push forward? Now.
We should probably rest. We should get out of this pit first, and then...
Well, yes.
Yeah, and then rest.
I mean, I'm feeling okay. I've just used a spell.
It's up to y'all there. By the way, now that you're down here, this is the level with the village of Palm Grove, which seems completely empty, but if you want to take your ease there's plenty of houses.
Ooh,
Seems like a good idea to me.
Seems dicey, but it's not a terrible idea.
All right. Well, then, if we're all agreed, let's go find the nearest house and sack out for the night. And
okay.
Tix will take first watch.
Yeah, Bells will take second.
Okay.
Actually, no, Bells will take third watch to dawn.
As you are preparing to rest, Athora, first of all, you notice that this cat, what have you named your
Catra?
Catra, has kind of wandered off a little bit, as cats are wont to do, but she keeps like reappearing next to you, and like you hear a little meow, and then she goes back outside again, and then comes back in, goes back out, and comes back in. Throughout the night. Tix, your ward is very interested in those platinum pieces. Are you going to relent and give it any? Give them any?
Have we divided them up equally?
I don't know, Distant Bells, have you?
He tossed them out, and so we need to decide whether or not we want to keep the robe and thereby give it to one of our group. What do you...
I mean, we can use it for now, and once we get someplace, we can try and haggle it away.
Alright. So,
not using it while we have it.
Tix turns to Distant Bells, and knowing that he was very interested in the robe, does that work with you, dividing up all the platinum equally, and we'll let you have the robe till we get to back to Mascate, and then we can decide whether we want to keep it or sell it.
Bells just kind of... Bells will say... Bells forfeits his cut of the platinum for the robe.
Very interested into it.
That's not an even trade.
Yeah. Now, nobody just... Well, some people might have this, like the King of Hyboria might have this. But some estimates would put the Robe of Stars at 58,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
Just an FYI.
Yeah.
Don't use it to wipe your beak,
simply an
please.
estimate.
So, we'll hold on to it for now until we get someplace, and if it proves super useful, maybe...
Tix will feed 1 platinum piece to his ward, to Felsic.
Okay. And Felsic is just ecstatic, and of course, just like a dog, like not that he's a dog, but you know what I mean, like oh, that's wonderful, thank you so much, can I have another? But you're just giving him the one, but he's very, very happy, and you've noticed that the more precious the item, the more it seems to sustain him and give him more energy. But as the night falls and as things are happening that the Dungeon Master will get to, somewhere in the distance, the door to the Temple of Animus opens, and the figure of a monk walks out. And that's where we'll end! Chafing Armor! I forgot the episode.
134.
134! I'm so leaving that in. Thank you all for playing.
Thank you for not killing us.
You are so welcome. If someone would like to listen to Chafing Armor, could you tell me one place where they could do it?
YouTube is a good fun place.
Yeah, we have lots. By the way, if you're listening to this on YouTube right now, we love you. Comment on YouTube. I love my YouTube listeners. We have it's not that we have tons of subscribers, but like they're a very dedicated bunch. I really like them. They're really cool, our YouTube listeners, and we have tons of listeners on there. So please check us out, or wherever you get podcasts, there's a good chance you can find Chafing Armor.
Come visit us. We'll buy you some pizza.
That's right. We'll have a pizza party with all the fixins. But thank you all for playing.
Thank you.
Thank
y'all have a
you.
wonderful... and we will roll with you soon.